Van Doren and Philip Meerhager are in the form of their lives. And those guys will have to be in the form of their lives for this 5-lap race, 52.5 kilometres long, 10.5k per lap, 152 starters here in Plymouth. And at the head of affairs, Christophe Dupuy, appropriately enough, the 1998 world champion, and Cadel Evans coming off in the river already. That's going to set him back a little bit. He loves to be at the head of affairs, or just off of the head of affairs at the very start. Henrik Journeys going through there, and it looks like Thomas Frischnecht has got some problems with his chain. He's having such bad luck this year. My word, poor Thomas. This is the long, hard, grassy climb being led out by Bart Brentjens and Wolfram Kirschat, the wonder rider from Germany, riding for GT Germany. He's had such a good season. 16th at Napa, 10th at Sydney, number 13 plate rider, working very hard on this climb. Look at the snaking riders behind them. Christophe Dupuy on the right there, and Kirschat still at the head of affairs as he come down the pipeline. And it was last year in 1998 at this very point where Philip Meerhager and Miguel Martinez had a coming together at this very point. Martinez dropping out of the race last year, Philip Meerhager coming 17th. Not only did he crash with Martinez here, he had a puncture after that, but still managed to work his way up into 17th spot. But back over the river now, Kirschat still leading the race with Dupuy on his tail. They look like Bas Van Doren in third spot, Philip Meerhager in fourth, Bart Brentjes, his teammate from Holland, in fifth spot. A group of riders with a small gap there through the bomb holes now, and it looks like Bas Van Doren, the number 3 plate rider from Holland, got a lead of about 10 metres over, I think that's Michael Rasmussen, the Danish rider, and half Italian, half English rider Dario Cioni in third spot. The infamous bomb holes, Luca Bramati going through, Roel Paulison, Dario Acquaroli. All of the best riders on the World Cup circuit at the head of affairs now, but being led out by Bas Van Doren. Just looking behind him, it looks like he's got quite a gap now. My word, I am very surprised about this. The riders giving him a big gap. Roel Paulison leading them out with Dupuy there as well. This is very surprising indeed. Although I am sure Miguel Martinez, the current number 2 in the World Cup standings, is watching Cadel Evans, the number 1 rider, just going through your picture there. I'm sure Martinez is watching his every move. Cadel Evans feeling like a hunted man. Not this man, though, Bas Van Doren. He has got a big lead. The B1 rider came second here last year. That was his breakthrough ride. He was dropped by Cadel Evans about 3/4 of the way round the last lap and never managed to get back on terms. Came second by about 12 seconds, but I don't think he's going to do that this year if he can keep up this pace. And my word, he has gone very early indeed. Very surprising that the rest of the race has let him go. This is hugely surprising. But Bas on such good form, second in Madrid, second in St. Wendel. Who's to say he won't get first here at Plymouth? And being chased now by a whole host of riders. Cadel Evans wearing the Diesel leader's jersey there in about 4th spot. But I can't see Philip Meerhager, the Mountain Dew Specialised rider. He was in about 4th or 5th at one stage, but dropped out of that pack. But that's not going to bother this man, Bas Van Doren, on the descent into the finish area. A storming start from Bas Van Doren then. To open a gap of half a minute on the first circuit is quite something. With the rest of the riders packed together, it needs a brave decision to attack him single-handed, especially when the Dutchman decides he is not yet out of energy. Over the next 2 laps, the lead grows and grows. Eventually, the gauntlet is picked up by giant rider Dominique Arnaud, but the rest of the pack seem content to watch each other. Meanwhile, way back, Thomas Frischnecht is busy eating up back markers. Having given the field a 6-minute start, he passes over 100 riders to get back among the points. However, Van Doren seems a long way clear after 3 laps, while the group chasing Arnaud include both Evans and Martinez. We rejoin the race on lap 4. Back at the pipeline, and Bas Van Doren showing excellent composure, and his bottle jumps off there, or jumps off the bike there. That's the second or third time it's happened on the pipeline. Expectant crowd watching all of the action, noting everything that's happening. Bas van Doren really motoring now. He really is in his stride, the former road racer. Loves music and movies, and he'll love the sound of a win here, I'm sure, but being chased hard by Tour de France stage winner Dominic Arnaud. A superb time trialist. He might be able to make up the gap on Bas van Doren. Down the pipeline, Cadel Evans taking the left-hand course, while Raul Paulison takes the right-hand course, and he loses his bottle, being chased by Christophe Sousa, Miguel Martinez, and world champion Christophe Dupuy. The group being thinned out lap by lap. But that's not going to bother this man, Bas van Doren. Superb riding from this guy. Second here last year, as I said before. Dominic Arnaud was 9th last year. He'll be hoping to keep this position. Only came into mountain biking in 1997. Rode for the K2 team that year. Came 11th in the World Cup. That was such good riding from Dominic Arnaud. And in a good position at the moment. Or he was in a good position, because he's been caught by Christophe Sousa, Miguel Martinez, Cadel Evans as well. That's unfortunate for the Frenchman wearing the number 19 plate. But it's not unfortunate for this man, Bas van Doren. He'll be hoping for a first. With only one lap to go, the prospect of a debut victory is uppermost in van Doren's mind. After second places in Madrid and St Vendel, his team's decision to miss out the Sydney round seems to have been vindicated. The only man to challenge him is Christophe Sousa, but the course has a lot of traps for those who let their concentration slip. Riding like a man possessed is Philipp Meerhager. Way down the field after a puncture, he has stormed up to third midway through the final circuit. We rejoin it with the winning line almost in sight. And for the guy who came second in his national championships last year, second in the European Championships as well in 1998, 2 second spots in 1999. This is going to be a first in 1999. No one is going to catch the Dutchman now. Coming into the arena, the B1 rider has worked very, very hard for this. He will be so happy indeed. Out of the saddle now, just adjusting his glasses, being egged on by the crowd. He can't believe he's going to get his first World Cup win. Superb riding from Bas van Doren. I think he's very happy, don't you? And the crowd going bananas for this ever-popular Dutchman.
A great victory. He is absolutely overwhelmed with his first World Cup victory, Roger.
It was just an unbelievable day today, and yeah, last week I gained a lot of confidence with the race. I just missed the attack from Philip, and but I could ride away from the rest, and yeah, that gave me good confidence and good motivation to train for this race. And of course, I come back here with good feelings, because I had my first podium place here last year, and yeah, that I win here today, it's just unbelievable.
Christophe Sousa's break rewarded him with second position, and that was achieved despite a late puncture. It was the Swiss rider's best ever finish, and it gave Volvo Cannondale yet another man on the podium. In third, Philipp Meerhager continued his St Vendel form. Surely he would have given Van Doren a harder race had it not been for that early flat. But today belonged to Bas van Doren. It all came together superbly for the Dutch rider, and after threatening several times, he got to stand on the top step for the first time. Miguel Martinez edged out Cadel Evans for fourth spot, while Belgium's Raul Paulison achieved his second successive 6th place. Cadel Evans retains the Diesel leader's jersey, but his lead is being whittled away. Miguel Martinez is now only 16 points behind. Bas van Doren, the ever-consistent Christophe Sousa, and the awesome strength of Meerhager are now also looming large in the rear-view mirror. For the second straight week, though, Gregory Volley has ended up in the slow lane, and his bid looks over. No wins, but another huge week for the mitre Volvo Cannondale propels them further clear in the team rankings, while the heroics of Fiona and Meerhager put Mountain Dew Specialized clear in second. B1 and Bas van Doren are 5th ahead of DBS. Further down, Paula Petzer and Michael Rasmussen's failure to finish pushes Gary Fisher-Saab down to 10th. Barbara Blatter's podium place has helped Scott into 11th. And that, at least temporarily, brings